practice. So let's get started. Let's just get into it. Let's find a comfortable seated position. You can sit up on a blanket, a bolster, a block, a cushion, whatever feels good in your body. I really like the folded blanket. It allows you to bring the pelvis into a neutral position, brings the hips a little bit higher than the knees in space so you have a little more room for the low back. And whatever you're sitting on, you want to perch on the very, very edge of it. Recommend having a couple blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use two of the same size book or anything else you have around. And that's really it in terms of what you'll need. So. Let's start with a poem from Dana Falls. So sitting up nice and tall, shoulders roll back, spine is long. Close your eyes. This poem is titled Yoga. Yoga is not about the pose. It's not the alignment of toes or hips or shoulders. It's not about the form. Yoga is an invitation to explore, not a command performance. It speaks the language of the soul. In the flow of breath and motion, yoga coaxes us from the confines of the known, across the silent threshold into vastness. Yoga is the union of prayer and movement, guided from inside. It is healing, and the joy of saying yes to life. Breathe, relax, and feel the body receive its own truth. The seed of freedom flowers within each of us whenever we are open to what is real. Take a moment and acknowledge your body here. And notice how you're feeling physically. Acknowledge if you're working with any injury, any unusual or curious sensation. Send a little bit of extra love and compassion into those areas. And then feel your breath moving in and out through your nose. And right away begin to deepen the breath. Inhaling, slowly filling the belly, feeling the ribcage expand, drawing the breath into the upper chest. Exhaling slowly, Ujjayi sound. Slow inhalation. Slower exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. Establishing this rhythmic flow of breath that will be the teacher and the guide as you begin to move with this rhythm, this pulse. One of my teachers, Kobe Kozlowski, always says that life is flow, and you are either flowing with it or you're not. And as you continue to establish the rhythm of breath, use it as a bridge between the body and the mind, checking in with your headspace, your mood, your attitude, nothing to fix or change. Just notice. Notice how you're feeling. On your next inhalation, sweep the arms up and out to the side. Interlace the fingers, press your palms up toward the ceiling. Stretch it out. Deep breath in. And exhale, take the right hand down, left arm arcing over into a lateral stretch. And right into a little bit of movement here. So as you inhale, coming up about halfway, exhaling back into the stretch. Noticing all of the sensation that you create here in the body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm arcs over. So keep the right hip heavy here. Right into this fluid movement, like a blade of grass, just gently blowing in the breeze. And inhale, reaching the arms up, deep breath. Twisting to the right fingertips come behind the right hip. Press the left hand down into the thigh. So pressing down into the hands allows you to lengthen the spine, lifting it up, and lean back a little bit so you're not hunching over and to the right, but twisting, wringing it out. Gaze out over your right shoulder. And inhale, unwind, arms reaching up. Exhale to twist. Again, pressing down to lift up. Let your heart center open, gazing out over your left shoulder, full breath. Inhale, unwind, arms reach all the way up. Deep breath. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Pause here for a moment, setting an intention for this practice, for this day. A prayer and offering, a dedication, a blessing. And also remind yourself again, this is your practice. This is your time. There's nothing you have to achieve or accomplish. You're not here to beat your body into submission, but rather to celebrate this incredible physicality and all it is able to do. So take a deep breath in. Let it go out through your mouth. Let your eyes blink open if they're closed. You can come off of your prop, your blanket, or your block, and then take your right leg, turn it out to the right. So the left foot is here against the right thigh. I'm just gonna isolate the right hip, pressing it forward and back. Just have to check in here. You can stay with this movement. This is perfectly wonderful. Or if you want to add on, plant the left hand, lift up onto the shins, reach the right arm up with the breath, and exhale, back down. So staying with that pulsation or lifting Exhale, back down. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. If you're lifting up, just continue to circle the arm here as you stay up. It's like a helicopter, lubricating the shoulder. And then take those circles the other direction. You can look down if your neck feels a little bit tweaky. And then bringing that all the way back down. Okay. I'm going to switch, so lean over to your left and then bring the legs into the opposite shape. And now we isolate the left hip. So you can pulse here, just pressing it forward and back. This side might feel very different than the other side. If you want to add on, plant the right hand, lifting up onto the shins, inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. And out. 3 more like this. And 2. Allow the breath to create space from the inside out. Here on this last one, stay and circle the shoulder. Anytime you need to make a little bit of noise, you need to sigh, please do so. Take those circles in the other direction. And then it comes all the way back down. Lean over to your right. Bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Bound angle. You can rock a little bit side to side. Holding on to your shins. Lift through your chest. Exhale and round top the chin. Inhale. Undulating the spine, lifting up with the heart open. Exhale, round. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1. Come back through center. Going to bring your hands on the other side of your hips. Lean back and then lift your right leg, calf parallel to the mat. Lift your left leg. We can stay right here, squeezing the inner knees, the inner ankles together. You could reach your arms forward, Navasana, boat. If you start to shake, it means you're alive, so celebrate that. Activating through the core, lengthening through the spine. Good morning, midsection. Stoke that fire. Hello. Whee. And then cross the shins, plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. And since I know Marcia is watching this live, for her, we're going to take it wide. Bring your feet to the width of the mat. Bring your hands to the width of the mat. Come high on the balls of the toes. Put a little bend into your knees. Lifting your sits bones high to the sky. Let your chest melt through your arms. Buckle the floor between the hands. Take a deep breath. And exhale, allow your heels to melt down. Spinning them out slightly. You're lining up the pinky edges of the feet with the edges of the sticky mat. Nice stretch to the back of the legs. You can shake your head out here. Make some funny faces. Unclench your jaw. All you parents out there, unclench your jaw. Non-parents too. All people unclench the jaw. So it is said. So be it. And bring the feet back to hip width apart. Hands can stay a little wider if you like, or you can bring them back to shoulder width apart. Inhale, shift it forward into plank pose, top of a push-up. Now you can keep the knees lifted here, or you can bring them down. Come down to the left forearm, come down to the right forearm, forearm plank. Pushing down into the elbows. Feel that little bit of a blossom between the shoulder blades. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Now again, you can keep the knees up, or knees can come down. Right hand to the ground, left hand to the ground. You're back to plank pose. And the knees come down. Just sort of slide your chest forward, coming into sort of a little lazy upward facing dog to stretch out that core work. And then take the hips back. And up and back, downward facing dog. Walk the hands all the way back to meet the feet. Bend the knees. Dangle over your legs. Let your head drop. If you like, you can reach the arms back behind you. You just grab onto a couple fingers and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Some of you might take yoga mudra arms, interlacing the fingers and taking the arms up and over. And drop the arms back down and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up very last. Take a moment and notice how you feel. Okay, let's step to the top of the mat. Hands in front of the heart center. Pushing down into the feet, reconnect with your intention. And here we go. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive all the way down. Half lift. Inhale, offer the heart. Exhale and fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Okay, either knees stay up or knees down. Come down to the right forearm. Come down to the left forearm. Left hand on the ground. Right hand on the ground. Okay. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. Right hand on the ground. Left hand on the ground. Left forearm down. Right forearm down. Left hand on the ground. Right hand on the ground. Okay. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Come high on the balls of the toes. Bend the knees. Sink the hips. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Step to the top of the mat. And fold. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Root to rise. Bend the knees. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale. Hands into the heart center. Again. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Really full breath. Exhale, hinging over the hips. Fold forward. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank pose. Knee down plank is fine. Okay. Or keep the knees lifted. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. Left hand to the ground. Right hand to the ground. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. Right hand to the ground, left hand to the ground. Left forearm, right forearm, left hand, right forearm, left forearm, right hand, left hand, plank pose. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. And breathe. Those of you who are very visual, I'm demonstrating that with my knees down so that I'm able to continue to speak this whole practice even as I demonstrate the practice. But you can, of course, challenge yourself keeping your knees up in that little sequence. Come high on the balls of the toes. Bend the knees, sink the hips, look forward, inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat and fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold it in. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Inhale, take it right back into the fold. Exhale, swan dive down. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay, now take your feet maybe a little bit wider, and come high up on the balls of the toes. You're gonna let the heels pivot over to the right, feeling the rotational abdominal muscles engage. Come back through center, let the heels drop over to the left. And we don't have to do this fast. In fact, going slower forces you to actually work a little harder. Come back through center, take the heels over to the right, back through center, heels over to the left. Inhale back through center, heels over to the right. Inhale through center, heels over to the left. And come back through center, deep breath. Right leg reaches up. Exhale, step the right foot halfway. Take it off of your mat, turn the right toes to 3 o'clock. Pivot to the pinky edge of your left foot. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Reach the right arm up. Vashisthasana. Side plank with a kickstand. You're welcome to stack the right leg on top of the left if you prefer. Firming the underside of the waist. Not collapsing to that shoulder. Maybe smile. Deep breath. Bringing that back. Plank pose. Vinyasa if you want it lower halfway or all the way. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay. Take the left leg and reach it up. Exhale, step the left foot about halfway. It goes right off the mat. The toes turn to 9 o'clock. Right hand into the center of the mat. You come onto left fingertips if you like. Pivot to the pinky edge of your right foot. Lift up onto the ball of the left foot. Left arm reaches up. So my right hand is actually slightly ahead of my shoulder, which helps to engage the obliques as opposed to dumping into the shoulder. So firming that, trying to take this left hip high to the sky. Maybe look up. Feel free to stack the left leg on top of the right. And breathe. Left hand down, pivot, plank pose, vinyasa, lowering halfway, cobra or upward facing dog, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's reach the left leg up, inhale. Left foot steps forward, help it along if you need to, right heel spins down, windmill your arms all the way up, warrior two. So first few breaths, you're just checking in with your alignment, building the posture from the ground up. And connect with your breath. Right hand slides down the back of the leg, left arm reaches up, reverse. And then take that back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. So the same area you just worked in that side plank, stretch it out really long. From the pinky edge of the foot all the way to the fingertips. And inhale, come all the way back up, straighten the left knee. Hinge over the left hip to the edge of the extension, left hand down. Right arm reaches up, triangle pose. Breathe. And now look down at your left foot. Bend your left knee, bring your hands down. You can always use a block here, okay, like this. And step the right foot up off the ground. Coming into your balancing half moon. So the right hip is lifting up and away from the inner left thigh. You can keep your gaze on the ground today. Grounding it down. Maybe the right arm reaches up. Flex that right foot, pulling the toes towards your beautiful face. And bringing the right hand down, square off your hips. Inhale. Exhale, folding over the left leg. Take the right leg as high as you can. And then bend both knees. Bring the right foot down. Fold over the legs. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Reach the arms all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hands into the heart center. Take a moment here. Reconnect with your body. Reconnect with your breath. And notice how you feel. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. Swan dive all the way down. Half lift. Inhale, off to the heart. Exhale, fold. Step back. Downward facing dog. Feet a little bit wider than hip width. Heels lift up. Pivot the heels to the right. Bring them through center. Pivot the heels to the left. Bring them through center. Heels to the right. Through center. Heels to the left. Through center. Heels pivot to the right. Through center. Heels pivot to the left. Through center. Now come into your plank pose and try the same thing here. Heels pivot to the right. Through center. Heels pivot to the left. Through center. Say hello to your side body. To the right. Center. To the left. Center. One more time each side. Ooh. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot steps forward. Help it along. Spin the heel down. Heel in line with the instep. Right knee over the right ankle. Wiggle the arms up. Virabhadrasana 2. So as always, first few breaths, we're building the posture from the ground up. If your shoulders are fatigued, you can always put your hands onto your waist. You don't have to keep them. You don't have to keep the arms up if you don't like to today. In reverse, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Deep breath in. And exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm up and over. Push into the pinky edge of the left foot, feel all of that length through the side body. Inhale, coming up, straighten the right knee. Triangle pose, hinging over the right hip to the edge of the extension. Right hand to the inside of the leg, left arm up. Shoulders slide down. Root the tailbone toward the back heel. Draw your belly in. And breathe. Show up for yourself. Right? Treat yourself the way you want to be treated by your partner, your dearest friend. Right? Find that strength. Find it within yourself. But also notice where you can relax. Probably your jaw. Probably your face. Now look down at your right foot. Lunge into the right knee. Stepping it up. Balancing half moon. Feel free to use a block. From the outer right thigh in, opening the pelvis. Turn the left side of your mat. Tailbone still rooting. Core strong. Deep breath. And now bring the left hand down, squaring off the hips. Inhale. Feel free to use your blocks. Exhale, folding over your right leg. Take your left leg higher. Ooh. And then bend both knees. Bring the left foot down next to the right and fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend and then you sink the hips, chair pose. Utkatasana. Okay, and we'll add a little bit of lateral movement here as well. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, reach up. Right arm down, left arm up. And reach. And over. And reach. Sink it a little bit lower. And reach. With the breath. One more on each side. And over. Reach up, sink it a little bit deeper. And then press all the way to stand, inhale. Exhale, and fold forward. Swan dive down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step it back, downward facing dog. Shifting forward into plank. Okay. Either keep the knees up or bring them down. Come down to the forearms. Interlace your fingers. Pull the bottom pinkies underneath to create a flat surface here. And then from forearm plank, walk the toes toward the elbows for dolphin. Pushing down into the elbows. Relax your neck. You might slowly reach your right leg up. And set it down. Reaching the left leg up. And set it down. And back it up. Forearm plank. Bring the knees down. Lower all the way to your belly. Sphinx pose. Inhale. And exhale. Lengthen as you lower. Slide your arms alongside your body. Bring your left cheek to the mat. And just splat for a moment. Bring your right cheek to the mat. And deep breath in. Out through your mouth. Bring the hands next to the rib cage, pressing yourself back up. Go down to a comfortable seat. Take a moment to feel the energy you've built, the heat you've created. So this is half an hour, meaning that if you sort of feel ready to keep going, once this is uploaded, you could just rewind and take that same sequence another time or maybe 2 more times. Okay. For now, I'm going to come into Shavasana. So we'll be back in just a few minutes with another half an hour midday yoga practice focused on mobility, lubricating all of the joints. It'll be a great cool down to this practice. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I'll close out this practice for now. Hands in front of the heart center, dropping the chin to the chest, a gesture of gratitude towards self for taking the time to practice. Om Shanti, 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 Om peace, peace, peace. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. And I'll be right back.